What's up, chord bashers? Thank you for checking out this brand new guitar tutorial. In this lesson, we're going to be looking at beginner electric guitar. Now, this is video one in a series of videos that I'm going to be producing over the next couple of weeks throughout August. And it's a series of probably about 15 different videos. So this is lesson one, and this is going to cover the bare basics of you've literally picked up an electric guitar for the first time. By the end of this tutorial, hopefully, you'll be in a position where you can play some power chords and play along with me. That's a little bit later, so we're not going to look at that just yet. So if you want to skip ahead, that's absolutely fine. So first of all, session one, we're going to be looking at the different areas of the guitar and what they do, from how to tune the guitar to talking about the frets. And then session two, which is in the same video, we're going to be looking at the strings and the string names and looking at the notes on the neck as well. And then session three, we're going to be introducing you to some power chords to play along with. So that's a little bit later. If you need to skip, have a look on the screen now. It'll give you the time codes of when I start each of those sections off. If you like this video, please make sure you give a thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned in terms of what's coming out, please subscribe to this channel, because like I say, there's a series of videos coming out over the next 2 or 3 weeks as we go along. So I hope you find it really useful, and we're going to dive right in. Okay, so first of all, let's get started. So this is my electric guitar. This is a Stratocaster, and this is an American Strat, and I use this in a lot of my gigging that I do. I'm in a rock and roll band, a 1950s rock and roll band, so this is perfect for the sort of sound that I'm trying to get. Right, so let's have a look at the head first of all. We've got a head, which is this part of the guitar, and we've got these tuning pegs. Now, the tuning pegs furthest away from you, so here, is actually our E string, or top E string. This one here. So we've got our E string, we've got our B string, which is the next one along, we've got our G string, D string, A string, and our E string, our low E string. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are our tuning pegs, and these are really, really important because obviously we tune the guitar. Now, if you don't know how to tune a guitar, I did a separate tutorial some time ago about how to use the 5th fret method. Put my teeth in. Method. So there's a link in the description below, and there's also a link above. There should be a link above now. So if you want to learn how to tune your guitar, click on that link, go to that video, have a look, make sure your guitar is in tune, and then come back. But if you want to use this as a reference, this is what it should sound like. So this is your top E. Top E. So we've got our B string. Then we've got our G string. Our D string. Our A string, and our low E string. There's also plenty of apps that you can download on your Android or iPhone, which acts as a bit of a guitar tuner. So you can download those, put it on your knee, and tune away. If not, use the 5th fret method, which is useful if you don't have a tuner. Right, so we've got our head, we've got our tuning pegs here, and then we've got our individual frets of the guitar, and they are these things here. You've got your metal frets here, and in between them, we can create different notes. So these are the frets, all the way up to the 12th, and further on up there, so we've got 13, 14. Okay, those are our frets. Those are really important because that is where we're going to be putting our fingers. So fret 1 is obviously this one here. Fret 2 is obviously this one here. Fret 3 is this one here. Fret 4 is this one. 5, 6, 7, and so on and so forth. What you'll find is that there's a dot on fret 3. So you'll see a dot at the top of the neck. That's a reference for you, so you can see where you're putting your fingers. You've also got a dot on fret 5, a dot on fret 7, on 9, and then you have 2 dots on fret 12 to tell us that's the octave. So that's the octave. Okay, So we've got our tuning pegs, we've got our neck, our head, we've got the neck, we've got the frets, and then we've got our pickups. Obviously, being an electric guitar, we've got our pickups here, and we've got our tone controls here. One's a volume, and the others are tone controls. And we've also got a switch to change which pickups we are using at which point. So I've got it in the center, so I'm using all those pickups at the moment. And then we've also got our bridge here, and that's where the strings go up and sit in across the neck. That is the bare basics of an electric guitar. And obviously you've got your input there that connects jack lead to your guitar into your amp. So what we're going to do now is we're going to look at the string names, and we're going to look at some plucking patterns as well, just using your plectrum, which you should have in your right hand if you're right-handed, and your left hand if you're left-handed. But I'm obviously right-handed, so it's in my right hand. So we're going to zoom in and have a look. So here we are, zoomed into the pickups, and where I'm going to be plucking the strings. So I've got my first string here, string number 1, which is E. And I have string number 2, which is RB. String number 3, which is RG. String number 4, which is RD. String number 5, which is RA. And string number 6, which is our low E. And you notice I'm just using a downstroke to pluck those strings. So those are our strings. What we're going to do, first of all, is just have a go at plucking a bit of a pattern. So we're going to go 3, 2, 4, 2. Try and make those strings ring out, try and make them fairly consistent as you go. Really, really, really simple. Right, what we're going to do now is that we're going to have a look at some power chords. We're going to introduce you, or I'm going to introduce you to a few power chords. So let's have a look at those. Right, what we're going to do now is we're going to have a look at our power chords. And for this, we're just going to use 2 fingers. And we're going to look at playing this pattern. Easy peasy. Right, our first chord that we're going to play, our first power chord, is an E major. And we're going to go bam, 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 bam with the plick. Bam, 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 bam. Down, 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 down. We're going to put our second finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And you're just going to pluck the 2 top strings, the E, number 6, and the A, number 5. Very simple. So it's just 2 on fret 2 on string number 5. And the plucking is down, 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 stop, down, 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 stop, down, 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 stop, down, 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 stop. And at the end of the last plucking pattern, down, 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 I'm actually muffling the strings, both with my left hand and my right hand. Down, 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 down. Number 2, so power chord number 2 is our G. And we're going to put our first finger on string number 6 on the 3rd fret. We're going to put our 3rd finger on string number 5 of the 5th fret. And again, we're just going to hit the 2 strings, the E and the A. Make sure that you're pressing nice and hard in the middle of those frets, not on the metal, in the middle. So, we've got 1, we go to our G, and then we're going to move that pattern up 2 frets, 1, 2, so we're going to go to the A. This is an A power chord. So, first finger on the 5th fret of the 6th string, Third finger on the 7th fret of the 5th string. So this is what we've got so far. G to the A. And then we're going to move it up 3 times this time. 1, 2, 3. And this is our C, which is finger number 1 on fret 8 on the 6th string. Finger number 3 on the 5th string of the 7, 8, 9, 10. The string on fret 10. Fret 10. And then we're going to move that shape up twice. 2 more. 1, 2 to the D. First finger, 6th string, the 10th fret. Third finger, 5th string of the 12th fret. And again, just those 2 notes. So from the top. Let's have a quick zoom in so we can sing a finger action in a bit more detail. Cool, there's your first power chords. You've got a power chord E, power chord G, power chord A, power chord C, and a power chord D. If you're having trouble, if it's not quite ringing out, not sounding very good, make sure that you've got your fingers in the centre of those frets, so you're pressing nice and hard, okay? We want to be pressing nice and hard so we get a clear sound. Nice and hard. Okay, hopefully you have mastered that fairly quickly. If you've got any questions, please make sure that you comment in the comment box below or inbox me, that's absolutely fine. I'm on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook under the Chord Basher, so search for me. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have about this tutorial and any other tutorial. Also put some pointers. If you want to know something in particular, please comment below and I'll do my best to put a video based around your recommendations. So we've introduced ourselves to the guitar, the different areas of the guitar, the frets and some power chords. In the next video, I'm going to be looking at the power chords in a bit more detail and I'm going to help you identify where to put your fingers for different chords. For example, I know that I can play a power chord B up here. But I know that because I've worked it out, because I know where the notes are on the frets. So in the next video, we're going to talk about each note on the frets and how we can place our fingers to make different chords, different power chords. Once we master that, we're going to have a look at a few songs as well and a few open chords in the first position. Like I say, if you like this video, please like it using the thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. We've got loads more coming out. Check us out on Instagram and check the links below in the description section. See you again.